Ryuga is clearly the best blader in the Metal Fusion series. Well, aside from Jinka, that is. But we're not gonna count Jinka for this video because he is the main character of the series. So what if I told you that the second best blader in the series aside from Ryuga is someone actually from the Dark Nebula? Does anybody here remember Reiji? Believe it or not, he's one of the main protagonists in the Beyblade Metal Fusion series. And like I said before, he's a member of the Dark Nebula, being the second most powerful blader right behind Ryuga. Initially, he was assigned by Doji to watch over Jinka to study his Storm Pegasus. He later ends up taking part in Battle Bladers. He follows a strategy of attacking opponents weakly to lower their guard and injecting them with poison, very similar to that of a Cobra, hence giving him the Beyblade Poison Serpent. Reiji is noticeably pale, a skinny emo boy with red hair and a blonde streak running through the front of the fringe. He's got bright yellow eyes and they look very similar to that of a serpent's when they become dilated. Reiji first appears at the Battle Bladers tournament when he's assigned to battle Hyoma. During his introduction, Blader DJ mentions that there's no information on Reiji as a person or on his Beyblade and not having any data competing in the challenge matches. At first, his battle against Hyoma seems completely one-sided, with Hyoma outmatching him. However, when things appear to be decided, Reiji comes out of nowhere and starts fucking this guy up. Seriously, Reiji just ends up toying with Hyoma over and over and over again at this point. He knows he could end the battle at any given point in the episode. Instead, he decides to slowly torture Hyoma's Rock Aries. This fucking guy shatters the Bey into tiny pieces in the process after Hyoma tearfully begs him to stop, which blesses us with this, or as I like to call it, the best voice acting I've ever seen in anime history. God damn, I'm so glad that clip exists. I go to sleep every night crying tears of joy knowing that that episode in particular birthed that moment in the Beyblade Metal Fusion series. Seriously though, it's just great. Next he goes up against Yu, but Yu is scared so shitless that he ends up escaping the battle. Next he goes up against Kenta and he's beating the absolute fucking brakes out of him. He ends up beating Kenta easily, but he declares that he's not satisfied with the win. So you know what he does next? This man tries to fucking kill Kenta. To whoever said the anime is darker than the manga, give yourself a fucking pat on the back because I wholeheartedly agree with you. And don't get me wrong, Reiji's pretty crazy in the manga as well. But when you see something like this happening in the anime, you start to think, holy shit, this guy is out for blood. Jinka is his next opponent, and spoiler alert, Jinka beats him. After he loses this battle, the last time you ever see him on screen is walking away angrily after Jinka beats him. Then after that, we just never see him ever again in the Beyblade Metal series for I don't know what reason. It just seems like he's another one of those characters in the series where they didn't know what to do with. So they just said, let's get rid of him and never ever bring him back. So you're telling me that the second strongest blader in the Dark Nebula loses and just never comes back to the series? It's just such a disappointment because I know so many people that like Reiji. And if I'm being quite honest, I'm kind of shocked I don't really see anyone else talk about him in the Beyblade community. Comment down below what other Beyblade characters you want to see me cover. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers.